Vegeta, what does the Scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! Wait, why are you using the blue Scouter? Because that topic was also that of the red ones. God damn. Dragon Balls! A series loved by many, including myself. I mean, the fact that this show ended decades ago and they're still making video games about it just proves how much of an impact it really had. A few years back, I made a video about how much I hated the most recent game at the time, Ultimate Tenkaichi. With a depressing roster of characters, poor 3D animations, a bland hero mode, and repetitive luck-based gameplay, I deemed it the worst Dragon Ball game of all time. Except for Dragon Ball Z Connect, which was essentially the same thing, just without the hero mode, and yeah, Connect. But since then, a new game has come out, Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z. And believe it or not, I've gotten comments saying this game is actually worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi, as if that's even possible. It ain't possible. So, let's not waste any more time, and jump right in to Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Z. Come on, honey. Come on, turn this shit on. Hey, get back here. When you first start up the game, you're greeted with an AMV set to a kick-ass cover of Cha-La Head Cha-La, the Japanese theme song for Dragon Ball Z. Not gonna lie, it's kinda cool. Then we get to the main menu and whoa! The world's energy is at 999,999,999,999,999. Only one more until we reach 1 quadrillion energy points. It's never gonna happen, is it? Yeah, no, fuck it. Anyway, the main menu gives you 4 different things to select. The single-player campaign, online co-op, online versus, and options. What's really surprising is that this game has absolutely no local multiplayer features. I mean, when was the last time you played a fighting game that didn't let you fight side by side with your friends? I mean, not that I actually have friends, but, you know, it would have been nice. Anyways, let's check out the single player. The campaign is divided up into missions which are spread across a timeline. The battles go in the same order as the show, and it even branches off to let you play from the perspective of the bad guys. There are also a few missions which are completely separate from Dragon Ball's story, like seeing how fast you could kill 100 Cybermen. Once you pick a mission, you then get to select your characters. You can choose one character for yourself, as well as 3 AI teammates. You can then equip each character with cards that give them specific stat boosts or other abilities. There's even a color customization option that gives you complete control over your character's colors. I personally find these colors to make Goku look especially fabulous. Once you go into battle, the first thing fans will notice is how loosely this game follows Dragon Ball's story. Before each battle is some short dialogue that doesn't really explain what's going on.
What's the Scouter say about his power level?
Yeah, Vegeta. What does it say? He never says it. I mean, they had Chris Sabat there. Could've just got him speak in the microphone and say, hey, here's $10. Say the 9,000 thing. It'd make the fans happy. It'd make the fans real happy, you know? If you've never experienced Dragon Ball's story, this is not a good place to start. And while that may be a turnoff to some, it's actually not such a big deal to me. There have been a ton of games before this one that told the story really well. And even my favorite Dragon Ball game, Raging Blast 2, had essentially no story. Also, one thing I should point out is that the 3D animations are much better than they were in Ultimate Tenkaichi. More specifically, the mouth movements. In Ultimate Tenkaichi, a character's mouth would just open and close, making it look like they were chewing on something rather than talking. In Battle of Z, at least the mouth movements actually sync up with the Japanese voices. I mean, it shows that they're putting in slightly more effort than before, but I don't know, it feels wrong to praise this game for including something Ultimate Tenkaichi should have had in the first place. Looking at things graphic-wise, it's actually a step down from recent Dragon Ball games, which is probably to accommodate for having more players on the screen at the same time. And that brings us to one of Battle of Z's unique features, the team battles. For the first time since Tenkaichi Tag Team, you can have more than 2 players in a match, even going up to 8 if you're doing online versus. And goddamn, these battles feel absolutely chaotic. Every fight feels like a war, and you're smack dab in the middle of it all.
He keeps kicking me in the dick. Why? Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
The missions for the most part are pretty simple. Defeat all the enemies, and don't run out of lives. Each character has a melee attack, a ki blast attack, and a handful of supers and ultimates that drain your energy meter. If you try to use a super when you don't have enough ki left, you'll freeze up for a few seconds, which gives a good incentive for keeping your energy high. Every time your life bar runs out, your teammates have 5 seconds to revive you. If they do, you regain a small amount of health and can keep fighting. If not, your stock goes down by 1. If you aren't revived and you're out of lives, it's game over. And oh my god, your teammates are so fucking stupid. If they're given the choice of reviving you or making you lose the battle, 90% of the time, you're gonna lose the battle. It might sound like I'm exaggerating, but no, that's seriously how it works. You can give your teammates commands like focus on defense or work as a team, but I've actually noticed no difference in what they do depending on what command you give them. Your partners can also level up. Does this actually do anything? Barely. But unless your partner is on a really high level, they're not going to be much help to you, and you're constantly switching which characters are your partners. I'm not overreacting here. They will literally stand next to you and watch you die. I don't care how low the partner level is. They should be able to understand if they don't revive you, you are going to lose the battle. And these fights can get pretty hard, especially when you get up to the Cell battle. This guy is too overpowered. He doesn't flinch when you attack him, but in 1 or 2 combos, you're flat on your ass waiting to get revived. It's never gonna happen. Most of my attempts against this guy were lost because the capture got corrupted. But I assure you, he is difficult. So after about a bajillion tries, I finally realized that this game is near impossible to complete by yourself. So I decided to try out the online co-op. And thank God this mode exists. Thankfully, real people understand the difference between getting a game over and actually winning. And it's because of this that I was finally able to get past Cell on the first try. But trying out the online co-op actually taught me something else. It showed me this game can actually be kind of fun. Kinda. I don't know, we sort of designated each other to different roles, having a support character to keep everyone else healed and well stocked on energy. We had melee fighters to hit Cell up close, while I hung back and hit him from afar. That was a huge gripe I had with Ultimate Tenkaichi, what with all the characters playing the exact same way. And thankfully that's no longer the case, and some characters are better suited for healing, and some are better for fighting. Long story short, if you ever want to beat this game, co-op is the way to go, as not only can all of the single player missions be done here, but having actual people on your team is much easier than playing alongside Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Did I just fucking reference Ed, Edd n Eddy? What is wrong with my— And that leaves us with just one more mode in the game, the Online Versus. Here you can participate in battles of up to 8 players with a handful of different modes, such as killing opponents for points, or my personal favorite, collecting all 7 Dragon Balls by knocking them off of your opponents. While it sounds like this should be super fun, it's actually a bit sloppy and laggy, especially when you have 8 people in one game. And yeah, my internet's fine. It seems like every couple of seconds a message pops up saying that the game needs to sync, which really kinda breaks up the action, makes it feel a bit messy. Overall, the Online Versus mode is kinda subpar, and you'll be bored after just a few matches, which can take up to 10 minutes each. Seriously, there should be a mercy rule or something. We're beating them by fucking 100,000 points. They can't catch up. And that's pretty much all there is to the game. I literally went through every single one of its modes. But there's no way that could be it, right? I mean, there's gotta be more to the game than just a series of missions and a bit of competitive multiplayer, right? Surely there's a tournament mode, a custom fights against the computer, maybe some mini games, Chaozu? Come on, how hard is it to program Chaozu? No. There's none of that. So in the end, is this game worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi? No. No. It's true, Battle of Z doesn't have a lot going for it. It has nothing beyond the co-op multiplayer that makes it worth playing. So how could Ultimate Tenkaichi still be worse when it has superior graphics, more game modes, and actual local multiplayer? Well, you see, none of that really matters if the gameplay completely sucks. Ultimate Tenkaichi's fighting system worked mostly off of luck, and since every character was played the exact same way, the game felt incredibly repetitive, so much so that every battle became a chore and it got stale quickly. The online co-op in Battle of Z is so fun and varied that it alone is more than enough to make this game better than Ultimate Tenkaichi. So congrats! You're not the worst Dragon Ball game ever created. You're the second. Third? Maybe somewhere in the middle? I don't know, Rosie O'Donnell party! Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you'd like to show your support for my channel, then go ahead and share this video with your friends, or even click that subscribe button, because I got some more videos on the way. Huge shout out to Pokehidden for doing the intro animation, and to my best friend Marco Duran for doing the music. He's got a band called Knights of the Basement. You can check it out by clicking the link in the description below. I've also got a Twitter and Twitch and whatnot, so if you want to check those out, links are also in the description, because that's the most convenient place to put them. Bye.